Hello, BookTube. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and it is the day after Thanksgiving, and I am just trying to film a couple of videos here. I'm not sure exactly when I will post this one, but I wanted to tell you about the books that I bought on our little camping trip that we went on earlier in the week. We left on a Sunday evening and we drove to a Florida state park that's in I think the Bradenton, Sarasota area, and then we only spent one night there. Got up the next day. We had a really nice morning. We took Katie to ride a horse on the beach. She got to ride a horse on the beach and in the water and everything, and that was just really fun. And then after we left there, we happened across a Goodwill bookstore. It's actually a book and art store. We went inside, and the guy there was telling us that there are now 4 of those just in that area of Florida, like I guess the Sarasota area. And I guess that's a new thing now. They've only, Randy was talking to him, and I think he told him that that particular store had only been open about 4 months, and I didn't know anything about them. So apparently this is a thing now. Goodwill is opening up book and art stores. It was so nice. It was just so clean and bright and organized. And I found 2 books there that I was super excited about. And so that kind of got me started then to everywhere we went on our trip. I was on the lookout for places to buy books and places to look at books. I managed to stop at a couple of libraries, a couple of other Goodwill type stores, and I ended up buying books at 4 different places on our trip, and I probably stopped at least that many more places where I didn't buy anything. So I'll show you first what I got at the Goodwill bookstore. The main book that I had been looking for was The Christmas Note by Donna Van Leer. This is the only one of the 8 books in this series that I did not own, and this is what we are reading for our 24 Days of Christmas Hope read-along, which I just announced earlier in the week. So, yay, I have all 8 copies. I have copies of all 8 books in the series, and I am super excited. So then the other book I found is one of the only Philip Gulley books that I don't have or didn't have. I think this is the last one in the Harmony series. This is called Almost Friends. Now, I have all of these Philip Gulley books in hardcover, and this is paperback, but I decided just to go ahead and get it because I really do want to finish reading this series in 2018, and I have never seen this particular book in any kind of a used book situation other than online, and I'm not really good at ordering things online unless I just absolutely can't find it anywhere else. So it was $2.99, and I decided to go ahead and pick it up. So those are the 2 that I got there. Then later on, I think that same day, yes, I did a search on my phone, and I found a library that wasn't too far from there, and they actually had a separate little bookstore that was within the library. And so I got 3 books there. These 3 here. The first one that I found was Maisie Dobbs by Jacqueline Winspear. I most recently heard Dee from Books and Quirks talking about this book, and I think I told her then that I had I commented to her video that I've really been interested in reading this. So I think I paid $1 maybe for this book, maybe even 50 cents. I'm not sure. So it was very reasonably priced. Then along the same side of the store where I found this, I was just kind of browsing the shelves, and this is one that I've never heard of, but it just looked interesting. I think it's probably self-published. It says it's South Dakota made. Woman of the Prairie by Barbara Oakes, author of The Bannisters, and looks like it's been around a little while. In fact, let me see what date it was published. It is signed by the author. It is from 1989, first printing, second printing 1990. So not that long ago. But it looks interesting. And it sort of just kind of reminded me of just kind of a Little House on the Prairie kind of a story. And I just thought I would pick it up. Then the last one I got was because this is one of the books we were talking about reading for our library book club this coming year. We all agreed that it sounded really weird, and I don't even know if this ended up on our final list or not for 2018. But it's a short book, and it just sounded weird enough to be interesting. And it's Nutshell by, I guess it's Ian McEwan. I hope I'm saying that right. But it is from what I understand, a crime was committed and the only witness was an unborn baby. And so maybe after the child is born, there's some memories of it. I don't know, but it just sounds kind of weird. And I wanted to give it a look. So that's all I bought there at that library. Then the next day when I was out and about in the car, I was getting ready to head to work. Well, I had noticed when we pulled into our second campground where we went, it was closer to Fort Myers. On the way in, not very far from the campground where we went to, which was Koreshan State Park, our state historic site, there was a Goodwill and also a library just in the immediate vicinity. I believe the town, it's about 20 miles south of Fort Myers, Florida. The little town is Estero. And so I went in their library and they had Christmas books out. So I found this, Trimmed with Murder. It is a Seaside Knitters mystery by Sally Goldenbaum. I have collected a few from this series and have not read any, but lately I have just been really in the mood to get some more Christmas books. So I picked this up. It looks really cute. And so that's the only thing I bought there. Then on my way to work, I left about a little after 12:30. I didn't have to be at work until 4:30, so I allowed a little extra time. And I did stop at one other library, and I bought 4 books there. One of those I bought for our Little Free Library. It was a copy of Divergent, and I've already put it in the Little Free Library downtown. I paid 50 cents a piece for all 4 of these books, and I got a Jody Thomas book I didn't have. This is part of the Ransom Canyon series, Indigo Lake. I haven't started this series. I'm going to read her Harmony series first, but I saw it there and thought I would just go ahead and grab it. And then I got 2 books in the Return to the Canadian West series by Jeanette Oke and Laurel Oke Logan, which is Jeanette Oke's daughter. I believe, let's see, let me get them in the right order here. These are Christian fiction. This is number 1, I believe. The first book is called Where Courage Calls. And then the second book is Where Trust Lies. I don't know how many are in this series. I wasn't even really aware of this series. I had seen and had noticed that Jeanette Oke and her daughter had written some books together, but I hadn't really paid much attention to what they were. So apparently this is a continuation of the Canadian West series by Jeanette Oke. There are 6 in that series, and I think I have read all of them. I may not have read the last one. I think I have maybe, but I need to probably reread. So this probably continues on from there. And they're really pretty books, and I'm excited to have them. So that is all I got. Like I said, I did stop a few other places and look at books, but this is what I ended up bringing home. So that is my vacation book haul. We went to 2 different campgrounds, state parks in Florida. We were just gone 3 nights, and we had a great time. So I guess that's all I have for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.